Well, there's that corner all finished off, and this truck is leaving this afternoon at 3 o'clock for, I think it was out of Coken. So anyway, I'll just show you the mess here that they've got here now. But they made a nice road crossing here for people to get out on the north end of my parking lot. So, like I said, you can only come down from the expressway, from the Highway 17, heading south downtown. Emma, get over here. Get over here. And you can only come from the north, which is coming from Highway 17, Current River area, and head downtown is the only direction you can go. So when you leave here, you'll come in that entranceway over there, where they got the gravel going across the road right now. They're just putting the ramp in there now to get across on that side. And this ramp they put in last night before they quit for the day. So you come down here from Port Arthur, that's Thunder Salt, that's the old Port Arthur, but you come down from Highway 17, Current River area, Boulevard Lake area, you come down heading south, and you turn in the barricades right here where this van is right there, and you come in, or you can turn in right there where the excavator is making the ramp right now. As soon as that'll be ready, probably in the next hour, you'll have to compact it and everything else. We'll go over and have a look at that one closer in a bit. But you can turn in, when you leave here, you got to, only way you can go is south, or you can just gut across and immediately make a right-hand turn right beside Big Pine's trailer sales there, and go up that side street right where that truck is going right now. Or if you're a transport driver coming here, you have to go all the way down to Red River Road and detour up Red River Road. Stay on Water Street till you get to Red River Road, and then shoot up Red River Road. Normally there's a weight restriction of 20,000 on Red River Road, but due to the detour, that's where the transports go. They waive the weight restriction on it. For this construction that'll be going on all summer. Next week they're supposed to dig up this whole intersection from that fire hydrant to the edge of the pavement where they've stopped digging. Apparently, you can see all the manholes and stuff there. Apparently they got to rip all that out of there, and water lines and everything else, storm sewers, regular sewer, everything, and cross the road. So they'll do the pipes on this side, and then when they get to the center, then they'll jog the traffic over into this other lane here to head south still to get around it once they do the pipes on this side. But apparently there's a lot of work. They figure there'll be a week right here on this intersection alone with all the pipes and stuff, but that's probably 2 weeks. So okay, so that's how you go. You got to come from the north. If you're coming from the south, from downtown area, you have to shoot up either this side street right here, or back up at River Street, get up to Court Street, hang a right on Court, and then come down that side street right there on Fitzgerald Street, and hang a left, and then hang a right, and then come in here. So they're going to make sure that I'm well taken care of here, so that my customers have no problem getting here with their boats, motors, trailers, U-Haul trucks, transport trucks, any machinery that needs welding repair, whatever, boats and motors, trailers, what have you. So that's how that goes. And they're just putting the ramp in over here. They brought 3 loads of gravel in just a few minutes ago. And for this crossing here, you stay with Daddy, Emma. Eh? You stay with Daddy. Yeah? Oh, they got the second excavator fired up now. Yesterday they used the front end loader over there to spread the gravel out. More concrete. As I was saying in the last video there, at Cumberland Street years ago, back in Emma, come here. Are you going swimming? Eh? Are you going swimming? Are you going swimming? Yeah, as I was saying in the last video, back in until I think the late 60s, there was 2 sets of streetcar tracks running down Cumberland Street here. We're heading north and south. The traffic went on either side of the streetcars. And it is Tyrannus Contracting that's doing this job. They're going all the way from this intersection I showed you up there. They're going all the way up to the Current River Bridge on both sides of the street. So later on, the traffic will be on this side of the street once they start tearing up the other side, because they're doing, like I say, redoing the whole 4-lane street here. And it is the main drag into Thunder Bay on the north end of the city here. You come down off Highway 17, you turn onto Hodder Avenue, which Hodder Avenue turns into Cumberland Street. And then Cumberland Street turns into Water Street, and then Water Street turns into Fort William Road. And then Fort William Road turns into Simpson Street, and then Simpson Street changes into Arthur Street. And then you head out Arthur Street and join up with the Highway 17 again. So it's just like a big horseshoe. But you can stay on, if you're not coming into Thunder Bay, you can stay on Highway 17 and bypass the whole city. There you are. There's a dump truck coming in for a load of this crap right here. I'm just gonna turn around there. So don't be discouraged or deterred, because it's not a problem. They have this one guy here on the road directing the trucks and the traffic and the machines and stuff, and if any big truck has to get in here, or a big U-Haul truck has to get in or out, they're more than willing to stop traffic to let you in and out with anything big that you're coming in with. And they're well aware that I have big transports coming in here and 55-foot trailers on them all the time, and they said the transports may have to pull off to the side here. Emma, get over here. Come on. Hey. The transport might have to just pull off to the side and wait a few minutes while they bring some more gravel in to angle the ramp off one way or the other, so the truck can turn in or out if it's not wide enough for them to get out. But one transporter already got out the other side. He was up on the boulevard on the other side there, but he got out no problem this morning. So they told me they do whatever they have to do to make sure that the traffic comes in and out, and they've been doing a great job so far. You know, anybody coming in and out, you know, or trying to get out, they'll stop the traffic, and if the traffic gets heavy, they'll stop the traffic and let you get out of the parking lot fairly quickly. It was pretty busy in here this morning, so they had 3 guys out here stopping traffic, and So like I said, you don't need to be deterred by it, because these guys that are here, they're right on it if some people have to get in and out. Most times you're okay on your own. This is day 2 of the road construction. That's what they did as of yesterday. This morning they started off where they ended yesterday, which was right about where that bucket of this excavator is sitting. That's where they ended yesterday, and today they started off 7 o'clock this morning. Good old Emma there, she's got to say hi to everybody, see if they have a cookie for her or not, get pats. Give kisses, yeah. It's Emma. Okay, come on over here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, Daddy's good girl. I asked one of the guys this morning why yesterday there were 3 dump trucks they loaded, and the truck would pull away and the next truck would back in, and next thing you know, the other truck that they finished loading would back in again after the other truck was loaded and dump his load right beside the pile. And I thought the first time, well, okay, they must have had truck trouble or something, but then it happened 2 more times yesterday. So I was asking the one guy that's wandering around here this morning, I asked him, I says, you know, what was that all about yesterday? And he was telling me that these new trucks that Tyrannus has, there's some kind of weight sensor up over the front of the dump box for the airlifts, and if there's not enough weight up over the front of the box where the airlift is, the airlift won't go down. It's some kind of sensor in there and it won't put the airlift down. And they said they've had the trucks into the dealer, and the dealer can't figure out why that is. And so they end up having to dump their load, even though it's full at the front of the box, and they can't put any more in, but it's not enough weight for what's at the back of the truck, I guess, that the airlift won't go down. So they have to dump the load and then reload it, and they smash the concrete up in smaller pieces and get more up in the front end when they reload it the second time. Now apparently it doesn't happen all the time, it's just hit and miss. Sometimes it's okay and other times it's not. And they're still under warranty, these trucks, it said, and dealer can't figure out what the problem is, why they're doing that. I said to the guys, why the hell don't they just disconnect that stuff? And he says, yeah, he said they should, but they're under warranty, so leave it the way they are. I don't know if it's an MTO regulation on them or what. Once it's on there, they got to be there or what. I don't know. But it's probably just for the warranty purpose that they won't disconnect them right now. Emma's laying there sun tanning, watching all the commotion going on. Yeah, so 7 o'clock this morning, the whole shop was shaking and banging with them hammering on the concrete this morning, breaking it up. I guess this guy went for coffee or lunch, I guess. I should borrow that machine and take it around back and dig that back shop door open there because it's 15 feet behind the building there. It's about a 45-degree drop into the laneway there, and I want to dig it out so that back there at the back corner there, I want to dig it out so when the transports come, they can come up the back lane heading that way and back in on an angle into like a loading dock there. I want to dig it all out and put concrete pilings in there. You know, those concrete blocks you get from the cement yards and stuff that they pour and for making retaining walls or putting in. They put a lot of them in the Vickers Creek here to stabilize the banks, and I want to dig that out on an angle so the transports can come in down that laneway there and then back up on an angle into that slip. I'll take a walk over there and show you in a minute what I'm talking about. And I can come out that at ground level and drive straight in the trailer to put the transport trailer to put those U-boxes in and out of the U-box out of the warehouse there, instead of having to come out here in the middle of winter when it's icy and everything else, trying to get traction on the ice to pull. We have to put this hemp rope with a big hook on the end of it to drag the boxes out from the very front of the trailer to the back end of the trailer. And when the trailer's empty, I have to put a pallet jack in there and push the damn boxes, which weigh up to 3,000 pounds, on a pallet jack crossways all the way down the 50-foot trailer to the front, or however far up the trailer we have to go. And it's quite the workout for a little bit I get paid for loading and unloading them. So I want to be able to just drive straight out of the warehouse and straight into the trailer, pick up the box and back out, or drive straight in and put the box in. That's my plan. And that truck is loaded and leaving. So we'll go back here and I'll show you what I'm talking about, what I want to do. That's why I'm just thinking I should just scoop that excavator since it's sitting there. I might do that yet before they're done the project. I know Tranis and the different contractors, they know me well, and I borrowed their machinery several times for jobs that I used to do when I was doing landscaping jobs. Yeah, so there's that entranceway right there, the side entranceway. And on the back lane here, I have another door that's right behind this sheet metal here where this black board is. There's another overhead door right there that's 12 feet high and I think 10 feet wide. And we got all this room here, and when Bumper to Bumper was here, they were using it as a quick lube bay in here where they drove in and they drove out the back side here, and they had a pad here, and the vehicles turned out and went down in the laneway here, and they had this cut down on the slope, but it wasn't very feasible for bigger vehicles. So what I want to do is, like, the door is right here. It starts right at the corner, like it's only in from the corner about 2 feet, the door. So what I want to do is, if you can take this angle from the building here, is I want to cut it out. You see where Emma's standing there, and up to about where that snowbank is there, the back side of the snowbanks, up to that far snowbank, cut it out. That'd be the inside line where the inside edge of the concrete barriers blocks would be. So the transport would back straight in here from that snowbank right to the corner of here, like this. Dig all this hillside out, you know, maybe a few feet past this snowbank, edge of the snowbank here, and to the far right of that snowbank. You stay here. You stay here. And come right back to somewhere here about here somewhere, and then have it stop right at the end of the, put right across here at the end of the building here, put a concrete pilings that I was telling you about that I would just stack up right here. And so I'd be able to come out of the door here with the forklift and level this off and put a few concrete pilings there so it's not downhill as much as it is more flat. I could come out here with those boxes crossways. They're only 5 feet wide and they're 8 feet wide. So they'd be sticking out of the front of the forklift 5 feet, and I'd be able to come out this door, turn right away, and I may have to back up a bit to get lined up with the trailer. So I'd have to back up this way a little bit, not very much, but just enough to get lined up into the trailer, and drive straight in, put the box up in the trailer, and then unloading just in reverse, just come out this door, drive straight into the trailer, pick up the box, back out to here, and back up towards the building, pull ahead that direction a little bit, and then back into the building. That's my plan anyway, and dig all this out. So they're going to be here for a few months doing this road construction, so I'll probably borrow their excavator. I was going to get the guy over there with that big front end loader to do it for me, but hey, what the hell, I know I can probably get my hands on that excavator even one night even, and dig all this out, put all this material over there where those U-boxes are, where it's going downhill to the house over there, and level all that off, and level off that roadway there, and there's probably good gravel under here to cover all this mud back here, and slope it away from the building. Probably more fill here. There'll be more fill here than I need for sure, but the house over there, they can use some fill in the front. It's down pretty low and stuff, and there's a couple of lots back here that I know are looking for fill, so it's not a problem. Even if I gotta get that dump truck over there, or get my dump truck down here, I'd have to take the hydro boom off the back end, but I built it so it's like a quick attach, like how you put a backhoe on the back of a crawler tractor. That's how I attached the hydro boom on the back of my 5-ton dump truck. It holds 7 yards in the box. But I know that Bud's Mobile Wash over there, he's got a field over there where they've been dumping stuff last summer. Probably can dump some there or whatever, but it's probably good sand in here, I'd imagine, so, or gravel, because it was put here for the base of this building. But I'd have to rip this concrete shit out of here, and I would just take my trailer or my dump truck out to the asphalt plant, and I would just asphalt this once I got it this leveled off and compacted down, and pick up a bunch of those concrete blocks, and I'd probably line the laneway, because the property here actually goes about 1.5 feet over yet from where you see the closest tire tread, because the landlord was telling me that I could pretty well put the concrete blocks right where that tire tread is. So there's another trailer I built for myself. I built several for people before I finally got one built for myself. But this trailer here is probably 25 years old. And you can see the heft of the tubing that I built it out of. Originally the trailer was only up to here, where my foot is there, if you can see it there. And then I put this beaver tail on there, and I had a few pieces of this 3x3 tubing left over, 1/4-inch wall to make the beaver tail. That's all I had, so I just used a piece of 2x4 1/8 on the back end, which is plenty strong enough. I lost a few 2x6s off of there, but yeah, no, this is electric brakes on all this. It's a 7,000 pound trailer, but I've had my dear old uncle wanted me to pick up a forklift for me. He said, "Oh, only weighs about 6,000 pounds, 5,500 to 6,000 pounds tops." Well, I put it on this trailer, and I had heavy duty 2-inch or 2.5 by 1/4 inch angle iron for the cross members, and he had this forklift, and I said, "There's no way in hell that forklift is only weighs that much." He said, "Well, the carriage is off it, and this and that and the other." And well, I went and picked it up for him, and that old snowplow truck there I was using at the time, because I bought that truck brand new back in 1985. Anyway, that truck in four-wheel drive could barely pull the damn thing, and I had to take it all the way out to the country, and forklift was parked in the middle here, and it took everything that truck had to pull it. And when I got out to where we were dropping it, I looked at the factory label on it, and it was hell, was it 17,000 and something pounds, that forklift, dry weight on the plate. And the trailer wasn't bottomed out, but it was pretty damn close to bottomed out. It was only about 1 inch from the axles hitting the frame, but it bent all the cross members because the forklift was right in the middle. It's only a narrow forklift like the one I have in my shop. It was about the same size as the one I have in my shop too. And I know the one I have in my shop is pretty damn heavy, because I've had it come back here even when it was frozen ground, and I've sunk it even. It's broke through the frost in here when it was in the late fall there, and went down like nothing. And you know, this is what I talk about, how I build my trailers. You know, a lot of trailer ones I was telling you about, they just weld the cheap channel iron right to here, to this piece here, and it's just channel iron here and just channel iron here that they build them out of, and this joint flexes and breaks off. But I build all mine out of rectangular tubing. This one is square tubing, 3x3, but it was 1/4 inch wall. But you see how I have this front piece here, it goes all the way back to the very front spring shackle. So it's heavy duty reinforced. The 2 5/16 coupler. I make that kind of a tongue on every trailer I build. Whether it's just a light utility trailer built out of 2x4, 1/8 wall rectangular tubing, like you saw on the other trailer that was in the shop the other day in the other video. That was just a 3,500 pound trailer, that one. But I've done lighter trailers too, where I've used a 2x3 1/8 wall square tubing with just regular 12-inch tires on it, or 8-inch tires, 8, 10, or 12-inch tires. That's the lightest framework I go with, is a 2x3. Emma! There she is. That's the lightest framework I go on in my trailers, is a 2x3 for the main frame. And because I guarantee my trailers for life that I build. Come on, we'll go inside. You know, people come in this door here and they'll stand here and they'll holler. I guess they don't know how to read, but anyway. Now this trailer was in here. It's got a poor ground somewhere because all the lights work except for a couple of the side marker lights. The one right here in the front doesn't work. But when you put the signals on, the tail lights blink very dimly as well. So there's a ground problem with it. We've got to have a look at that one yet. So anyway, that's it for now, I guess. Still trying to find a hydraulic pump for that hoist. I've tried a couple of pumps on that electric motor there, that 3 horsepower, but so far nothing has worked on it. Not enough power to drive it. And the pump that was in this tank, as I showed you in a previous video, all apart in a box there. is no good, and I modified the tank to put the return line, put a return line on there, and I put a relief valve in there so that when the motor was running, it would bypass there and go back to the tank, because these are just, this hoist just has two 4-inch barrel hydraulic cylinders, single acting. So in other words, that means just oil only ever goes on the bottom end of the cylinder and pushes the stroke out, and gravity retracts it back in and pushes the oil back down through the pump and into the reservoir. And the way it was in that tank, the pumps were right in the tank, so it didn't have to have a return line, so it returned right in the tank. So anyway, till later. I don't know if you know anybody that wants to buy into this nice 5/8 3x4 sheets of white melamine and 1/2-inch 4x8 sheets of white melamine. It's got a few finishing nails in it from air nailer. If you want to line the inside of a building or something, and you know, came out of the old video store that they used to have for their racks for putting videos on. Anyway, I got to get rid of this stuff, so anyway, that's the U-box storage boxes, some of them anyway. Okay, till later. Have a great day, and remember, if you need anything marine, welding, or hardware, electrical, trailer hitches, U-Haul rentals, you name it, computers, you know, hard drives, whatever you need, we got it here. Boat parts and accessories, pontoon boat kits, or we build up the whole pontoon boat or pontoon dock, floating dock or barge, whatever you need. We have all the parts to build every project from start to finish. And we have parts from Sierra, aftermarket, for every make and model of engine. Just a quick scan of the store, because I don't think I've published a video since we moved here. That's the store side over there. Just a quick flash around here, you know, and RV parts, trailer hitches. We'll just do a quick scan. Trailer parts, trailer hitch balls and boat tie downs and regular ratchet strap tie downs. Trailer hitches for any vehicle, and the receiver balls right down to a 7-inch drop. The main trailer hitch there, that one there fits any 3/4 or 1/2 ton Ford van. 3/4. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. I thought the card was full, but it wasn't. It just stopped playing, stopped recording, and kicked out. So anyway, we'll go back to where we were. That trailer hitch I was showing you there, that was for a Ford. That's where we manufacture all our fishing tackle back in there. That trailer hitch I was showing you was for anything for any Ford truck or van, like I was saying, from a 2009 to a 2013. We'll just go on the other side. Yeah, that hitch there. But we have hitches for any make and model that you need. If we don't have it in stock, we order it in. It's in a week. So we have all our computer cables here, and electronic cables here, fly tying stuff there, fish hooks, spinners, and Seaguar fluorocarbon leader, you know, Maxima line, Seaguar line, sledgehammers, and the Mr. Buddy heater. That's the smaller model one. And that one there, and it's also a bigger model one. And we have the floating tubes there, you tow behind a boat from Airhead, which there's one hanging there on display. We'll get a closer look at that one. But yeah, like I was saying, computer cables, propane hoses, welding supplies, all kinds of electrical connectors, fuses, switches from Cole Hersey, trailer lights and clearance lights, big fuses for solar panels, right up to 500 amps. All the 3M silicones and tape measures and light bulbs for your vehicles of every kind. LEDs and the regular ones, and spring hook U-bolts and trailer lighting, trailer adapters, more silicones, battery terminals, through the wall cable mounts, 3M polishes and cutters and polish and cut polish, and 3M tapes, and all the marine connectors and stuff like that. And this here is a shipment that came in. I believe it's all plastic Cruisaday tanks in the 5 and 10, or the 2.5 gallon and the 5 gallon, and there's a bunch of those stainless steel barbecues in there because I sold every one I had last year. And everything from tow bars, you know, all the ropes you need, wheel cocks, trim tabs, hydraulic trim tabs, submersible pump, sump pumps, blower motors for the outdoor wood furnaces, and non-toxic antifreeze, methyl hydrate, electric brake controllers, stereo speakers. The other side I got stereos on display. And we covered the balls and that rest of that there. And then this one here we have all hose clamps, all stainless steel, including the screws, coax cables for satellite dishes and for VHF radios, couplers, and winches, all different size, style, all from the same company. Stains, electric anchor winch for pontoon boats, step ladders, ski tow ropes, and RV hoses, heavy duty cold weather extension cords, all kinds of fogging and fuel products, and all kinds of electrical. And I think you guys might, some of you guys might know what these are, these little burrs. Anyway, boat exhaust fans for inboard engines, Loctite stereo speakers, bilge pumps, not bilge pumps, but pumps for bringing water into your live wells, more stereos, speakers. This one here, I got the cover on it, the Jensen here. This one there, the cover, it's a weather tight cover. And the Cirrus tuners for them. And this is a, oh yeah, I remember when I moved here, the guy that mounted this back in here, I think he put a screw back there or something so it doesn't open up all the way. I gotta remember to fix that. I'm not sure why this radio is off, but it says goodbye. I'll turn it back on. Yeah. More silicones, ropes, like this one. This is all marine wire. It's a TWE tinned wire that's only allowed to be used on marine equipment. Fire extinguishers for RVs and marine. Brake fluid. Oh, it's switching over to Bluetooth. My phone is right here, that's why. Steering wheels for the boat, and then we also have the steering cables right there. So we order in whatever you need. Minn Kota trolling motors, a hot water shop overhead heater with a fan and everything in it, and these zone control valves here for hot water in-floor heating. Heavy duty booster cables that don't crack in the cold weather like you get from the cheap box store. These are the cables I've told many people on our website and on Facebook that these are made out of 100% copper. And we've got the big heavy clamps on them, and this is a set that you hook right to your battery, and it's got the quick connects on it. How many of you have seen a set of battery cables that heavy duty? That's one heavy set of booster cables. 4/0 cable. All the wire connectors for trolling motors. And the steering components. Fulton jacks. I think there's more in that skid over there too that I had here, and these are 6 and 8 foot hot water baseboard heaters. Life jackets, rod holders, boat ladders. That's a pontoon ladder, that one, but there's also boat. Insulated chimney caps for outdoor wood furnaces. The good kind of chain binders. I'm out of stock on the 4-ton one like this. I have them in the 1-ton, 2-ton, and the 4-ton. And I've only got up to 2-ton left. The 4-ton ones are gone. We've got the RV toilet paper. We got the pedestals for the seats for when we build pontoon boats, or if somebody wants to upgrade their pedestal in their seat. And we got the 5-gallon pails of lubricants. Oils. We have all the Sierra oils. All kinds. A good premium 2-cycle Sierra oil. If you stop in, grab one of these brochures. Sierra is the best company on the market going for oils and parts. They warranty everything. All their lubricants meet and exceed any manufacturer. Rain suits, heavy duty. People say you can't find that kind of stuff in Thunder Bay other than what I got. And then we've got all kinds of stuff on here. These scissors are great. I use them every day, a pair of those. They cut just about anything. Flashlights that turn into a road marker. LED headlamps. I use that set of those in the shop all the time. LED tail lights for transport trucks or regular trailers. I had one customer 2 years ago. He ordered these. They're chrome fog lights. He wanted to put it on an old antique car. And he was all hot and horny for them and everything else. And that was the day that was before I started taking full payment for orders. And that was back in the day before I started taking orders for products. Now you pay it up front. Yeah, sanding paper that goes, discs that go on to your sanders. We make up all the RV cords so that when we put a hitch on a vehicle, we can wire it in right away, or we can sell it to the person. All stainless steel marine hardware. Well, that's about it for today, and my camera seems to keep acting up. It keeps shutting down, but anyway, you can see it keeps going and going. The fishing tackle's all the way over there on that side. So we're going to call this here an end for now, because some reason the camera keeps shutting off. So we're going to call that quits for this video. I don't know what's wrong. I've never had to do that before. And these are all my jig heads that I pre-pour ahead and then paint and tie up or package or whatever I got to do with them. And these are all the marine flares and stuff. So we're just going to call this a quits here and have a great day. And we'll be back at you later. So remember, if you need anything, stop into Rompe's Outdoors, Rompe's U-Haul Dealer Center at 355 North Cumberland Street, Thunder Bay, Ontario, or visit our website, rompais.ca. That's ROMPPAIS.ca, or email sales@rompais.com. Remember, it's .com for the email and .ca for the website. The .com site is my wholesale website where I wholesale a lot of stuff that I sell, and a lot of products that I have that I wholesale that I cannot retail. So check out both websites, rompais.com and rompais.ca. The .ca is the retail website. So till later, have a great night and play safe. Goodbye.